FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching,
episode 354.
100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 25 plus 25 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 354 because math.
Welcome back, everybody.
Thank you for stopping by our YouTube channel.
That's right. Always.
This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch.
Yeah. We're up to 354. Wow.
So, before we get too far into this, we have a very special shout out to make.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so...
But don't be negative about what happened ahead of it.
Okay, babe. So, I mean, I'll just condense it into a bubble idea because it ended fantastically.
Yeah.
So, the ending is what's important.
Yeah.
But, long story short, we are customers of Spectrum.
Which used to be Time Warner.
Right.
For cable.
Right. And we've been customers of them since 1999. So, a long time. Okay.
Always. In this house.
So, and yes, we do still have shows that we watch on cable television that are not available on streaming, and so that's why we still have cable, okay? So,
yep. We're past all that.
Yes. So, long story short is I was on the news back in 2018 for good reason. I did interviews for my recovery and all of that stuff.
Right.
And so we obviously recorded those things on our DVR, and because of that, we didn't want to get rid of our cable box. Well, last week we had no choice because the cable box just pooped the bed. So we went through the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of this week. We went through all the trials and tribulations of trying to install a new cable box. We probably had, at the end of the day, 4 or 5 new cable boxes. Customer care,
At least 4.
all the things, which trips to the Spectrum store, everything, all the things. Okay,
yeah.
There came a point where I was like, "Do we really need Spectrum?" Okay,
yeah.
So the second technician that came to our house came from an angel above, an angel on high.
But he was the second.
He was the second technician.
First one, not so great. Whoops.
That was rude, Pam. Talking about keeping it negative. So anyway, so the second technician came on Friday evening, to be fair.
Yeah.
And so I went to work, came home, technician came. Okay?
Yeah. And I'm watching out the window because I'm thinking, I want Stephanie to get here before the cable guy.
Right.
Because I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Right. So the cable appointment was from 6 to 7. I got out of work at 5, but 5 o'clock traffic is awful, so I didn't leave till close to 5:30, so we were kind of close. Anyway, whatever. That all doesn't matter in the point of the story. So Mike shows up. Okay? Mike. He was sent to us from the Spectrum gods. Okay?
Correct.
Not only was he professional, he was on time, he was courteous, he was efficient.
Knowledgeable.
He was knowledgeable. He did all of the things. He answered all of our questions, whether they were dumb or not. And he basically got us set up back to where we were before we unplugged the old cable box, left us happier than we'd started, and did his job to a T. Okay, so that is all the praise from Mike from Spectrum.
And he wasn't here more than
half an hour.
Yeah. And it was all fixed.
It was fantastic.
It was like, thank you.
Yes.
Why couldn't anybody else do this ahead of you?
Right.
Because you were meant to fix it.
Right. We were meant to meet Mike.
So, of course, let me just interject here. As you can imagine, this whole room...
We have a little bit of cross-stitch in
which
this
is
room.
a great room.
Right.
The walls are covered in cross-stitch.
Right.
Okay? Seasonally, but not entirely.
Correct. So... We have a huge entertainment center, which our TV and thus cable box are in.
Right.
And so he had to go behind it and all the things. All right. That thing is massively heavy.
And he's kind of a big guy. I mean, tall guy.
Yeah. Like, probably a linebacker, you know.
Yeah.
So, at one point...
we had left the section away from the wall so that whoever came
so we could access it. Yeah. So, in one of the halves of the entertainment center, I have all of my... Wizard of Oz figurines. These are the...
Oh, shoot. The skinny ones.
You know, with the skinny legs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to say Lori something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I have every single one of them. Okay? The whole crew.
Yeah.
And they're all in this beautiful display cabinet. Okay?
Behind glass.
Right. Mm-hmm. So at one point he was like, okay, the Wizard of Oz stuff is so cool. Mm-hmm. And made a comment about, because that's kind of like the Wizard of Oz cabinet. There's a lot happening at Wizard of Oz in there. I have like trading cards, I have figurines, I've got cross stitch, I've got all the things. Yes. Yeah, I have all of the Ray Dunn mugs, got all the things.
Right.
And he was just like, I love how much of a Wizard of Oz fan you are. So then obviously I had to immediately go get the tall Wizard of Oz Brooks books thing. And I was like, well, as you can tell, we are cross-stitchers in this house. And he was like, as if he had any idea what cross-stitch was. And so I was like, that's what all of these things are on the walls. And so I bring out the Brooks books thing, and he was just like, whoa.
I think that's what he said.
I mean, it was wild. Yeah, and he was just like, oh, these are the characters from the books. Yeah. Like, he knew. And I was like, oh, he knows the things. And so, it was really funny. So then the last sort of thing he wanted to do was to just double check all of the cable connections, because we have Wi-Fi and cable, all the things. So in our house, the way it's set up is that the cables actually, to get outside to the outside cable, they go through the floor in this floor into the basement and then underneath the underbelly of the house, basically. So I had to take him downstairs into the basement to show him where all of that was. And I have other Wizard of Oz stuff in the basement.
Yeah.
My Wizard of Oz love runs deeply, okay? We know this about me. And so there was something down there that was pretty big Wizard of Oz thing, and that I was actually gifted by a lovely viewer at StitchCon one year. And so he stopped in his tracks and he was like, that is so cool. And so I was like, well, we have a YouTube channel, and that, that was given to us by a great fan. And he was like, so we were literally on our way up the stairs back to the first floor, and he stops on the stairs. He's ahead of me, mind you, so I can turn the lights off. And he turned around and he just looked at me and he goes, you have a YouTube channel? And I was like, And he was like, what's the name of it? What is it about? And I was like, well, the name of it is Just Keep Stitching. It is about it's about cross stitch. It's both my mom and I, and we talk about cross stitch. And by the time we'd reached the first floor, he'd already had YouTube pulled up on his phone. He was like, well, y'all just got another subscriber. And so he was like, I'll be tuning in. And I said, every Sunday, baby. So Mike,
we're pretty funny.
Yeah, and like, obviously you don't stitch, but we are very, very funny. Okay? So, well, at least we're entertaining background noise. Right. And so he was like, I can't wait. So, Mike, if you're watching, the cable has worked perfectly since you left.
It's amazing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Also, one thing that we learned this week is be an advocate for yourself.
Yes.
Okay? And not that we learned it this week. We've always known that. But there is a way to be direct without being rude. And
she was incredible over the phone. Incredible. I said to my girlfriend on the phone, I said, I don't know where she gets that from.
Therapy.
Well, possibly therapy. Maybe a little bit from me. Maybe a little bit from her dad. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
there's a way to directly communicate your needs.
Yeah.
Without being a butthead.
We were bumped up in the hierarchy of spectrum to, as I said to my girlfriend, I said to Mr. Spectrum.
Himself.
Much.
Yes.
Right. And one thing I did tell my friend also is, whatever utility you're talking about, whether you're talking about cable TV or
internet,
your electric company or
whatever,
monitor what you're paying for. Monitor what you're paying for, and make sure that nothing gets deducted that you really want.
Correct.
From whatever service you're talking about.
Right.
Maybe it's your landscaping service. Who knows?
Right.
Right.
But when someone tells you, you're paying too much, let me fix that for you, and then make sure you ask them what they're doing.
What they're taking away to make it,
There's your printed for you.
Cheaper.
Right.
Anyway, so that all that to say,
it was a really, really good experience with Mike. We were both at our wits' end with the whole situation, and Mike just came in and fixed everything.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So
shout out to Mike.
It is a very rare occurrence where we have such great customer service that it feels like a contact with their supervisor is warranted, and this is a situation where I will do that.
Right.
So,
right.
Because that goes a long way, people. So if you have a good customer service experience, you should tell their supervisor about it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's been our week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Hope
you
your
so
week
much.
has been as profitable as ours was.
And of all the weeks to do it,
yeah,
not our favorite week to not have access to television.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So anyway, hope your week is going great.
Right.
And you enjoyed that little story about cable television.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think we've all been there. So
I think so too.
So
all right, is it time for this?
It is time for that.
What did you
just drop something? It felt like something. Have we got everything? I seem to have everything. So let's proceed.
We'll find out if you don't.
That's right. That means it's time for Pam's pinned comment.
Yeah.
You know what that is.
Yeah, we do.
That's my favorite comment from all the comments we received after last week's video.
Yep.
And last week's video centered around the week we had prior, which was a lot having to do with the Titanic exhibit that we went to in Columbus. And so that is pretty much related to this comment, which I thought was a really good story.
Yes.
And it comes to us from Teresa. I don't know whether this is shortener for Gardina. Teresa Gardina.
There is no vowel between the G and the R.
I see that now. Thank you.
No, like it's not an abbreviation. I think you're a keepsakes customer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Great.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is what Teresa said.
Yes.
She said, I have a great story about the Titanic. Your stitching of it is beautiful, in parentheses. When the Titanic show was in Chicago, my friend and I get tickets for both of our families to go and see it.
Awesome.
We were members of the museum at the time, so that allowed us to use the lounge and other amenities in the museum.
Okay, lounge access.
With our 3 girls and my friend's daughter, we thought the lounge could come in handy when they were tired and needed a snack or a rest.
Yep.
Anyway,
we
had toured the exhibit, and as expected, the kids were crabby and tired and needed a break, so we headed to the lounge.
Perfect.
My husband decided to go outside and have a smoke. By the way, none of us survived the trip, LOL. We all went down with the ship. And if you watched last week's episode, you know what happened with our little characters. Upon his return, a museum worker stopped my husband. He'd gone outside, come back in. And my friend's husband, and said that is the lounge for members only. See, he's unaccompanied at this point.
Oh, boy.
And so my friend's husband, it's a 2-pager, folks. My friend's husband said, without missing a beat, do you know who this is?
Stop.
This is Charles Harrington III.
Stop.
That was the name of the guy on his Titanic card.
That is hilarious.
The worker said to him, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Harrington. Please enjoy the lounge.
Stop. That is so funny.
LOL. When we go to hotels or need dinner reservations, we often use the Harrington name.
That is so cute.
LOL. And then she said, P.S. Love your 4 seasons and the Fisherman. Birds of a Feather is my favorite designer ever. So,
that is such a good story. Oh my gosh.
Charles Harrington III, who went down with the ship, lives on.
Yes, he does. His legacy lives on.
So, Teresa, that was a great story, and I had to share it.
Yes.
Because it just charmed me so.
Oh, it charmed me so. What a weird phrase, Pam.
Anyway.
It charmed me so.
It was a charming story, Teresa.
Was it a charming story?
I see you.
Awesome.
Anyway, you ready to move on?
Hold please. If I know how my alphabet works. Okay, yes, I am ready. Yeah, because I have all my folders in alphabetical order. Okay, ready? Beautiful.
That's a signal for our silver and gold segment, and that is our FlossTube channel shout out portion of the program.
Yeah.
And which one do we usually do? Silver first?
Yes.
So silver and gold, because make new friends.
Yeah, but keep the old.
But keep the old.
Yes.
So silver is our brand new FlossTuber shout out.
Yes.
Get ready, folks.
Oh boy.
Immediate love
yes.
of this FlossTube channel.
Yes.
Her name is Wendy. She lives in Colorado.
Yeah.
And her channel name is A Stitch in the Matrix.
Yep.
First of all,
do you know where in Colorado she lives?
She's 2 hours away from
Denver.
Colorado Cross Stitcher's shop, she said.
Okay. Well,
but I don't think she ever gave us a city. But she said she's 2 hours from Colorado Cross Stitcher.
Okay.
Wherever that is. Anyway, Wendy, I just finished the second of her 3 videos that she put up. She's put up 3 videos since the 4th of July.
Okay, so that's in the general Fort Collins area.
Okay.
She might be closer to Denver.
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Wendy has a great personality.
Yes.
And a
hilarious,
very funny sense of humor when you can laugh at yourself.
Yes. Like self-deprecating humor.
Self-deprecating, like, you know. And after her first, at the tail end of her first video, she was like, I don't even know if anybody's still with me. You know, I mean,
yeah.
Just humble and just doing this for fun and having a good perspective on life.
Sure. She has 3 videos.
She has 3 videos, like I said. So what I've discovered about some of the newer channels that are coming up now is a lot of them, there used to be a prompt years ago.
Oh, know your needleworker?
Know your needleworker tag. I don't know if anybody
still doing
is
that?
doing whether anybody is still doing those tags. It's kind of dated anymore. And so I think what a lot of new FlossTubers are doing is just doing a whip parade.
Yeah.
That tells you everything you need to know.
Very much
right?
so. Yeah.
And that is what Wendy did. And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
She stitches everything from Hades to Stony Creek to
super big variety.
Crossed wing, whatever.
Yeah.
What I liked about Wendy was, like us, she films from the shoulders up.
Okay.
Not for any other reason do I like that, but that you can really see her stitches.
Right.
You know, we've all watched other channels where people might be on the other side of a table or
just further away.
Maybe showing off a beautiful bookshelf in their background. That's all well and good.
Right.
But when we re-watch our videos just for fun, not to do anything but laugh at ourselves, right?
Right.
I will say to Stephanie, and she will say to me, wow, that really shows up good. Our stitching.
Right.
So by sitting this close to whatever you're filming on, people want to see your stitching.
Right.
I'm not saying they don't care about what your house looks like.
Right.
But
if people cared about what our house looked like, we wouldn't have any followers.
Right. We'd be dropping subs left and right. But anyway, I haven't watched the very latest, but based on the first 2, highly, highly recommend A Stitch in the Matrix.
Yes. Go watch her. She's hilarious.
And she is super funny.
Yes.
One thing she talked about in her second video was how she is approaching what she thought was her 50th birthday.
Oh, yeah.
So she wanted to pick out some new things to start to get up to. Here a lot of us are trying to reduce. Wendy's trying to work up to having 50 whips.
Right.
And in the course of that exercise, she realized she's turning 51. I just roared. That's funny. So she was really going to work up to 51 by her 51st birthday.
So go check her out.
So go check her out.
She is great.
For our gold shout out, we are going across the pond.
Woo!
If you don't know or might be newer to our channel, we have, by the generosity of Twin Peak Primitives, we have gone to the Netherlands now twice.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I came across this channel called A Dutch Stitcher, I had to check them out. And
obviously.
She has been making videos since May of 2023, so a little over a year. And her name is Hanneke, and she has a beautiful channel. I think this might be a relatively new change. I've only watched her very latest, but it starts off with the most beautiful music against photography of the Dutch countryside that her father gave her. It's her father's photography. It is absolutely beautiful, and the music behind it is absolutely lovely. She is an Ada Stitcher.
Love it.
And she is, I think, a PhD candidate.
Wow.
And I'm not sure what field.
Impressive.
But I'll circle back to that in a second. She stitches a lot of beautiful things, a wide variety. I could listen to her talk forever.
Oh, yeah.
And a couple of things that stood out. She's doing a selection of landmark minis that are from Nikki Pattern on Etsy. So a bell went off when she said Nikki Pattern.
Uh-oh.
Because if you watch Sarah's Stitching Spot, you know that the birth sampler that she's doing for Vince came from Nikki's pattern. Nikki Pattern on Etsy. And I believe she's in... shoot.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You'll find her. And also... Barb at Stitch Brat Stew did a tree pattern from Nikki Pattern as a marriage sampler.
Okay, so we like Nikki Pattern.
But you've got to see these little mini art pieces that Hanneke is framing individually. They're like the fine art, like the Van Gogh. Of course, I'm not saying it in Dutch, but you know.
Okay, so like for example, like the girl with the pearl earring.
Girl with the pearl earring.
In a mini.
In a little mini like that.
Yeah. And so the stitch count is 49 by 59.
Right. So she's also a big fan, as of course I am, of...
Holy. You can get 100?
Yeah.
Wow. You can get all 100 mini masterpieces. Oh, by the time this video goes live, this sale will be gone.
Oh.
But you can get 100, right now, they're 100 mini masterpiece cross stitch patterns, typically retail for $70.47, and they're 60% off right now.
Okay, so what country is Nikki Pattern in? Just for ha-has. Hungary. I almost said Poland.
Screamed Hungary in my ear. It's fine.
Sorry.
Someone feed her. Okay.
No. Marjolaine Baston, and she says it much more fluently and beautifully than I've ever said Marjolaine Baston.
Marjolaine Baston.
She also talked about one of the Crochet a Go-Go designs I showed when I bought all those In the City patterns. She was mentioning Autumn in the City. I think she's getting ready to start it. Anyway, a Dutch stitcher, Hanneke, and she's absolutely lovely.
Love it.
So, there's two for you to check out.
Yes.
We love going across the pond occasionally and realizing that this is a worldwide hobby.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
There you go.
Okay. I feel like we should get them because it's a really good sale.
Yeah, and she, Nikki Pattern is more a commercial for Nikki Pattern, but
I know, right?
Extension, she also is doing the landmarks like the Acropolis and if you can find
flowers, and I mean
the Eiffel Tower, and she's got them all on the fabric in rows. It's just amazing.
This is so cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. So there's 3 FlossTubers right there who have purchased some of the very unique designs from Nikki Pattern.
Mini Masterpiece Bundle Pack.
Yeah.
And
yeah, mark those off, and we'll think about those.
Yeah, for sure. Because oh wow, and she listed. It's really cool. So,
yeah.
But either way, you should check them out because they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, here's
on Etsy. If I didn't say.
Oh yeah.
Pardon me.
Jeez,
goodness gracious.
Can you get it together, please? See, so pretty.
Yeah,
so pretty.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Oh, there's the Mona.
Yeah.
See, there's a lot of different bundles, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What is necessarily.
Yeah.
You know, there's Van Gogh. I want to see if I can find the landmarks one.
It took me a minute to
find
it,
too. That's fine.
But anyway.
Have to sit here and watch you scroll on Etsy.
Right.
Okay, so those are the FlossTuber silver and gold.
That's silver and gold for this week, folks.
Okay, beautiful.
Go have fun.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about stitching, shall we?
We shall.
What have you been stitching on this week, Steph?
Well, I don't have any whips to show you.
Okay, moving on.
Because I have a finish, and then the other whip is for an exchange coming up, so I'm not going to be showing that on this channel.
Right.
And I'm just going to tell you right now, my stitching time is limited, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 exchanges coming up this fall that I need to get stitching for.
Yeah.
And I'm just not going to show those on YouTube.
No.
So, because I don't want to give them away.
No.
The one for Shepherd's Bush I could probably show.
Yeah. I haven't even started mine for Shepherd's Bush.
And, well, that I haven't either. But, like, the first one is the White Elephant Exchange for the Crockpot Crew Retreat. And I don't want anyone to know what that is, you know. So, but for Shepherd's Bush, I can show that one when I start that. Because that's, in order, that's next after this Crockpot Crew one. So,
yeah. I finished my Crockpot Crew White Elephant Exchange this week, and I was determined to do so, and that took up a lot of my stitching time.
It sure did.
So my stack over here is significantly less than it has been the last couple of weeks.
This is very, very true.
Because of that, and I don't want to show it on YouTube.
Yes. Okay. So, that is what I've been doing with my life. So this week with cross stitch. So let's see what Pam's been doing.
Whips.
Yes.
Okay. So I said, I don't know if I'm going to make my monthly marker this month, and I still don't, but I'm a little bit more ahead on it than I was. So, this is what I'm doing on a monthly basis. I call it my monthly marker. Call it whatever you want. These are from Pine Mountain. They're called snapshots. I was inspired to do these by Brenda, Handwork Maniac. And this is the one for September. And I showed the little guy running with the, remember?
Is he running to or from the bus, people? It's the great debate of 2024.
And what has he got on his back?
A backpack.
Yeah.
Not a knapsack.
Not a knapsack.
Thank you so much.
He has not a knapsack on his back. Sounds like, what is, oh, never mind.
He has got a knapsack.
It reminds me of a jingle from a long time ago, but anyway.
Yeah, does it?
So, I got the school bus in, you guys. So,
did you know knapsack is spelled with a K?
Yep. Did you?
Nope.
Anyway, so that's where I am, and I still have the stack of books and the globe and the owl
and all that,
and the little calendar with the apple. So I still have quite a bit to go before the 1st of September, which is all of this week coming up.
Right.
So
Pam, you get it done.
Dedicated time, I suppose.
Yes.
Put this somewhere where it will be safe.
Would Mac will pee on it? Yeah, sure.
Sure.
As if he just walked around and pees on stuff.
So we've been in the second half of August.
Yes, we have. All of us have.
So that means my second WIPGO call. It is an out-of-print chart from Birds of a Feather called Good Things. And I talked about how I saw someone stitching this at StitchCon and fell in love with it. My dad used to love to fish, and the words at the bottom are going to say, good things come to those who wait. My dad was very much a go off by himself kind of guy, to the chagrin of my mother. But he would leave before the sun came up and sometimes would not come home until close to dinner time, and then proceed to clean all the fish in the kitchen sink. It was delightful. But he could sit in a boat
for hours
with an outboard. I mean, nothing fancy. For hours by himself.
It was not a yacht. People don't get excited.
No. And so this kind of gives me dad vibes. And
does it? That's cute that you said that.
Oh, absolutely. So here's where I am. I've got another week to work on good things. I did the fishing line coming down from the fishing pole this morning. And the cute little fish. I love the pup in the boat. And
my grandpa never had a dog, though.
No, but I love the fact that the boat's kind of coming out of the water.
Yeah.
Because you only see one arm.
Right.
So the other arm
is obviously operating the motorboat.
Is obviously on the motor.
Right.
And my dad would get us out in the middle of some lakes up in Maine during our childhood, and some of the larger lakes, you get out in the middle and you can't see land anywhere, and we would be like, okay, Dad. Let's go in now.
Right.
And we used to joke around with him about.
I was thinking you should maybe change his initials to a different color.
That's an idea. Hadn't thought of that. So that's good things. That's my second WIPGO, and I'll work on that until
the end of the month.
Till the end of the month.
Yep.
Because the 30th is what, Saturday?
Sure. I have no idea.
You don't have an idea.
No clue.
Okay. And then my spin on my cell wheel that I do every Monday morning pulled up the hometown mystery cell for the patrons of Teresa Kogut, of which I am one. And I was really on page 1, people.
Oh, yeah.
And
the first is next Sunday.
The first is next Sunday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So there'll be a lot of monthly switcheroos.
Oh, boy.
Next Monday.
A lot of monthly switcheroos.
Anyway, I am doing it on 40 count.
Nope, 36.
36 count.
Fox and Rabbit.
Fox and Rabbit up in the attic.
Yep.
And I went back and decided that I would revise my page 1 house
to match
to
the
the changes that Teresa made, which didn't involve a whole lot since I was really still on that house.
Right.
And so I didn't have to sacrifice too much.
Sure.
So I am completely done with page 1 now, and I am encroaching onto page 2, and 1 strand on 36 on up in the attic.
Very cool.
And I even put.
I think it's stunning.
Words. You think it's stunning? Really?
Yeah, I love it. I love 36 count. That's why.
Okay, so this is where I am. Of course,
I love it. I think it's so cute.
Willow tree, and I'm happy with the revision that shows. I would call it piping. That's a sewing term or whatever around the house.
Yeah.
Around the Willow Antiques.
Right.
And I put in 1 traffic light and finished off the end of the fence. And
cute.
Wendy at A Stitch in the Matrix is also Teresa Kogut patron, and she's farther ahead than me. She kept saying I'm behind. I wanted to say, honey, you are not behind. So that has been fun. Since I'll spin my wheel in the morning, on Monday morning, I will probably work some more on this afternoon after we get done filming. Yeah. After dinner, whatever.
Why not?
And get to a stopping point.
Yeah.
I've come up with a phrase for when I pick up a project and I thought what makes sense to me is to kind of scout out my territory. That isn't the way I wanted to say it.
Nope, I don't think so.
What do you do with your territory?
Mark your territory?
Something, that sounds like...
You're peeing on something.
No, I can't think of the phrase
That's
now.
the second time we've talked about urine. I'm really sorry about that.
You are talking about urine, not me.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, whatever I want to say. I just decide for that session that I'm going to go work on this motif, or I'm going to go complete this house, or this street.
Yeah.
I can't think of the phrase I want. But anyway.
I don't know, you have a goal?
Yeah, set a goal.
Yeah.
I don't count stitches. I don't keep track of time. Any of that jazz.
Why would you keep track of time? That's annoying.
Yeah. So that is Hometown.
Yep, but thanks for cooking.
And this will be, Teresa is stitching it along with us.
Isn't that cute?
She's trying to keep ahead of some ladies, stitchers, but that's kind of hard to do because, you know.
Yes.
Tomorrow I will be getting together again with my friend Tony, and we are working on the Stitching Book Club Anne of Green Gables, which last Monday, after our last FlossTube, I made a great deal of progress. You can still get this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I started back stitching around Anne, and
you're really making progress on that. It looks really great.
And the flowers around her body.
In my opinion.
And went back and made sure I did all the little buds, the pink buds, around, did I do them? Yeah, around her name Anne. So you can see she's standing out now.
Yeah, she is.
We had a little issue with, and you probably can't even see them, but the stitches directly around, directly above her shoulders, if you will, on either side of her hair, we thought it made her neck look thick. Like linebacker neck.
Okay.
And
second time we talk about linebackers.
So, anyway, I don't know. Those may come out, but they're so
great,
tiny. Pam. But at this point, it looks great.
Yes.
So that is Anne, and I'll be back on that tomorrow.
Love that for you.
And work some more on the flowers on either side and the rest of her.
You've got a benchmark you're trying to hit tomorrow?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
We do a lot of talking as well.
Shocker.
All right, so
okay.
Given that Stephanie has no whips,
yep,
those
are
our
whips
of the week.
Excellent.
Okay, guess what? Holy moly. It's been a minute.
Steph's going to ring a bell.
Steph's going to ring a bell.
Everyone sit down.
Everybody ring a bell. Find a bell somewhere,
find
folks.
a bell and ring it, you know. All right. So, this is the piece I've been working on. This is My Friend's House by Blackbird Designs. The words on it say, the ornament of a house is the friends who frequent it. Then it's got alphabet, a couple houses, blah, blah, blah. Then there is a place for initials down here. So I decided to put 2 Ks and 2 S's for Catherine Kenyon and Stephanie Schaffner. And there also was a little spot for the over 1 year. And I would just like to announce that I am not doing that. Okay. So, I mean, there's the year. This model was stitched on 30 count espresso. Okay, 30 count. Mine is 40 count. So I charted the year numbers out. They do provide a number set for you to do that. That's great. Thank you for that. However, I put the 4 in, so I counted off. I did the 4, and then I did a 2, and I realized that they were not the same level.
The 4 was a little bit higher than the 2.
So ripping out 1 over 1 on 40 count, I don't care what time of day it is, not fun. Okay? I was so scared that I was going to rip the linen.
Can you imagine?
Horrified. I would have been so pissed. Oh, I would have been very mad.
Oh, you would have been heartbroken.
Yeah.
I think it would have brought you to tears, and you're not a crier.
And yeah, this is very true. So, Pam actually helped me rip out the 2 numbers I had in, and I just said, you know what?
We're done.
F it. We're just leaving it as it is.
Yeah.
So, that is what this is here.
It's beautiful.
It's really, really pretty. I like it. It is, like I said, it's on a 40 count corn husk by Color and Cotton. And here it is. Oh, I love it so much. So this is what I finished this week, were the birds and the rest of the alphabet. And the initials, of course. And all the things. So, I do want to say that I did make a couple color substitutions. And those were influenced by Jen of Quirks and Stitches. When she stitched this piece, she bumped the red up to Lancaster Red by Weeks Dye Works and the blue up to Midnight Blue by Gentle Arts.
Got it.
So, so there's that. But
and you did the same.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So, there it is, everybody.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if the camera is capturing its elegance, but it is really, really lovely.
You can put the butter down. Stop buttering my muffin. I know it's pretty, but yeah. So, another blackbird done. We love it so much.
Yep.
So, that is my finish. Happy finishes, everyone. Promotions! Welcome to the Triple P, the promotional portion of the program. And first things first, the first thing we are going to promote today is the SewMuch2Luv project bag of the month. This is the August project bag of the month. And so if this is the first time you've seen us do an unboxing, this is a
unbagging.
An unbagging, I guess, yes. So this is once a month we get a package from the amazing Karen at SewMuch2Luv. It includes a beautiful standard size project bag that is exclusive to this club. It is not available widely. It might be one day, but for now, it's just available to the club members. But instead of just getting a bag, we also get some items that sort of go on the theme, if you will. And so, what we got this month...
Oh, you love those things.
Oh, yeah, they're my favorite, yeah. We got some Lifesaver candies. We always get a bag of Stash tea. This month is peach.
Ooh, love it.
Yep. We got 3 skeins of DMC. Love that. Then we also got, this is like one of my favorite stitching accessories ever of all time. This is the highlighter guide strip. It's like a thin piece of, obviously, plastic that you can see through. And it works really well. It's like if you're counting on a pattern to like move it down. I love these things. They come in a bunch of different colors, but yellow is like my favorite because it's standard highlighter color. But always loved to have an extra one in my stash. And then she worked with Kelly from That's So Kelly Co. to do a custom needle minder and thread keep to go with this bag, which is adorable. Look at the little animal. Look at the piggy. Oh, sorry. The needle minder. Slip it. Isn't it so cute? And these are the this is made out of a plastic, but you can, it's reusable, so you can write on them in what is it? An ultra fine or wet erase marker on the shiny side. When done, erase with alcohol wipe.
Yeah, they're great.
I love these so much. So, and then obviously the cute little cow needle minder that matches. So, this little hint as to the bag theme. So, this is this month's project bag of the month. Oh, I got a ball. Look at all the watercolor animals. The little pig. Look at this goat. The chickens. The roosters. The cows.
It's great fabric.
Yeah, it's great. And then I obviously love a polka. I love the red rickrack. It's so cute. The hand-sewn felt heart never ceases to amaze. This is the back of the fabric. So cute.
Adorable.
And then this is the inside. A bunch of little chicks. So cute. Or birdies. Birdies.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, freaking cute.
When you do all the Stacey Nash animals.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good idea, Pam.
Every once in a while I have one.
That's where they're going. Did you guys see the new ones? Oh my god. I want to stitch them all, and I want them all to have it be in a basket. I did start one 1,000 years ago, but it was on 32 with 2 threads, and I hate it now. So
restart.
Yep, gonna restart. That is a great idea, Pam. So thank you for that.
I'm full of them.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. So if you are obsessed with that project bag, I don't blame you. It's freaking cute. And if she has any extras left over, then she will, of course, put them up on her Etsy shop. So please keep an eye on that if you are interested. Also, I think here in the next month or two, there'll be signups for 2025. So we will, of course, talk about that and make sure that you get all the information you need to sign up for next year's club. Because it's a great club. It's just a happy package to get, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We love it.
We do.
Okay, and then secondly, we have the Twin Peak Primitives Pattern of the Week. And that is a pattern that we love, that the twins love, obviously, and we hope that you will love too.
It's ready, brand new.
It sure is. And so this week's Twin Peak Primitives Pattern of the Week is what, Pam?
Well, I think we have showcased 2 priors in this series.
Yes.
There was a Miss Strawberry.
I think Miss Watermelon, maybe?
And Miss Watermelon, that's right. And so, of course,
so
in the spirit of the upcoming season, we have for you, brand new from the twins, Miss Pumpkin.
Here.
Isn't she just adorable?
We love her. Okay.
We love her.
She's so cute. So, if you are in the mood to get your autumnal cross stitch started, I just want you to know also that the word autumnal will forever be etched in my cross stitch FlossTube memories.
Why?
From the autumnal sale that we did in 2017 with Vanna.
Whoa, Vanna. That will take you back.
That was when I learned the word autumnal. I never knew that was a word until that sale.
Well, there you go.
So every time I think
Vanna
to describe
is a font.
Yes, she is.
A font of information.
Yes,
and fun.
So every time I say the word autumnal, I automatically think back to that sale in Vanna.
Wow.
Every time. One day I'll forget it, you know, but that day's not today. So if you would like to get your hands on a discounted copy of Miss Pumpkin, then you can get a discounted copy for the next week. You can get a PDF copy from either the Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy shop, both of which are, of course, linked below. If you would prefer to have a hard copy of the chart, perfect. However, the only place you can get a discounted copy is from the TPP Limited Editions Etsy shop, linked below for you as well. Oh, hello, sir.
Hello, Mr.
Yep, we're not going to eat those. No, we're not.
Nope. Hold on, folks.
No, it's fine. He's fine.
Is he fine?
I mean, we'll find out if he's
fine. We'll find out pretty soon.
We're going to put these DMC threads in this project bag.
Oh, boy, does he love DMC.
Boy. Oh, he loves it.
In any format.
Yep.
Loose on your lap.
He just likes to test things to see if they move. You can let go of that, Pam. Just holding on to the tripod for dear life. Dear life. Okay, so
off he goes.
Yes,
okay,
there is no discount code needed for the pattern of the week. Just add it to your cart, check out, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so that means it's time for
mail call.
Okay, so we did
not say Mac call.
No, we did not, sir. Boop. Oh, hi. Hi, bud. Do you want to say hi to the people before we do the mail call? Yeah. Come here, buddy.
A quick hi.
Oh, boy.
A quick hi. There he is. There he is.
Hey. Hey.
Whoa. Oh, he's getting big. What's that? What's that?
Oh.
That's something I could get, he says. I could get that. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He is a lover. He is a lover.
Yes.
And
he just likes to sit right here.
Yep.
Just like this.
Yep. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Oh boy.
Yep.
You want to go play? Do you want to go play with Cece? Okay, bye-bye.
Yep.
So that was your Mac content for the day, people. Okay. All right. Back to mail call. So
yes,
we got a lovely box from Elizabeth. And Elizabeth, hey, don't play with that, is in Idaho. And she sent us some Idaho treats.
everything Idaho has to offer
In a treat form.
in a treat form.
But more than that, the thing that prompted this box was that she saw that I was stitching a Blackbird Designs piece, a patriotic number, and she, there's an embellishment on the piece that is a pin, a service pin. And she had one. And so she wanted to send it to me.
Right.
And that was really kind, and I said, yes, please, absolutely. And she even sent the paperwork that certifies the validity of the pin. Sure.
Yeah. It's an Army Navy award emblem.
Yep.
Meritorious work performed as an employee of a company. And that is the actual pin that Barb and Alma put on their piece. It says, this E emblem is visible proof of the Army's and Navy's recognition of your accomplishment. Wear it with pride.
Absolutely.
And so
we can put it
she
on that
contacted us and said,
That's
I
so
have
great.
one of those pins and I would be thrilled to send it to you.
And the back of the card reads, a message from the President of the United States. Victory depends in large measure on the increased war production we are able to get from our factories and arsenals. What has been done so far must be exceeded. This is total war. We are all under fire. Soldiers and civilians alike, no one is a spectator. We are all belligerents? To win, we must fight, and to fight, we must produce. Signed, Franklin Roosevelt.
So that might have been a factory worker. You know how that, Rosie the Riveter kind of deal.
Absolutely, that's great.
And so...
so powerful. So
very powerful and very meaningful in that time.
Absolutely.
All that history stuff, I'm just...
Salivating.
Salivating.
Yeah. Yes. So, this was the really cute card that she sent along with the box. And then in addition to that, she sent us some Idaho treats, like I said.
Here come the Idaho treats.
These are Huckleberry Gems, Huckleberry Marshmallow Creme, covered in rich milk chocolate.
You showed this pin, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was
literally just did that.
No, I was looking down or whatever.
We got 4 of these. So,
yeah.
It feels like there's 2 inside a package. And then we got, wait for it. Hold please.
Yeah. A box.
An entire box of Idaho Spuds. Okay. Love that for me. The Idaho Spud Bar is a wonderful combination of a light cocoa flavored, soft marshmallow center. Y'all love your marshmallows out in Idaho, huh? Soft marshmallow.
They look like potato.
I don't think so, Pam.
They call them spuds. I mean,
marshmallows?
Yeah, but they call them spuds.
They call marshmallows spuds?
No, they call potato spuds, Stephanie.
I know that, but what does that have to do with marshmallows and the quantity of marshmallows in Idaho?
They make the spud candy, I think, because it resembles potato.
Yeah.
And they call... Never mind.
Okay.
Move on.
The Idaho Spud Bar is a...
Pardon us while we laugh about gifts that we get in the mail from sweet
marshmallows.
People.
Okay, so light cocoa flavored soft marshmallow center drenched with a dark chocolate coating and then sprinkled with coconut. Sorry, no potato. That's literally what it says.
Oh.
Idaho Candy has been making this nostalgic bar since at least 1918 in our 100-plus-year-old candy factory. That's wild.
Amazing.
Listen, if you need to contact them, their number is 1-800-8-YUM-YUM. That's literally what it says. There's 12 Spud Bars in here, people.
Whoa.
I also have no idea what a huckleberry tastes like.
Where did you see the word huckleberry?
On all 4 of these candy bars.
Oh, huckleberry is a berry, I think.
Well, one would think since it says berry in the name.
I don't have any idea.
If you don't like watching me eat, turn it off now. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay. Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
It's like a very light pink purple.
I think it's probably fruity.
You want to bite off the same one? Or you want your own?
No, I'll bite off the same one.
That is actually really good.
Yeah. Very good. We approve.
So, thank you so much, Elizabeth.
And everybody is frantically typing information about huckleberries.
That's really good. Thank you for that.
Thank you, thank you.
And that, ma'am, is all of the milk haul.
All right. All right. Time to talk about haul?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you don't know, I also collect patterns.
Understatement of the year.
Just disregard the woman in the audience. And I found these, I think, on a stash unloading site on Facebook. And I'm also particularly interested in a few designers who are out of print now, out of production. One of them is Prairie Moon. And so this particular seller who had an album on one of those Facebook groups had this Prairie Moon. It's called Halloween Wood Boxes. And so I think the idea is of these 4 designs that you would cover a box with them. Okay, so you've got this guy with his leg up. You've got this pumpkin.
I like him.
You've got this, like...
It's a running tree.
A running tree and this ghost here. So, I'm not going to put them on boxes, but I think they would look really cute on a Halloween tree.
Oh, yeah. Or you could do them in a row.
That's true. I could do that. I think this running tree trunk...
Is that your favorite?
With his little legs is hysterically funny.
So cute.
Yeah.
Love him.
And you've heard us talk about Sam Sarah.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
I have always loved her, and I don't know what her situation is currently.
She's retired.
I know she's retired, but her design name was for her 2 children, Sam and Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a lot of her designs. This one was available, I believe, from the same seller.
Yes.
And it is called The Witch's Broom. Now, you're not going to figure this out right away.
That's so funny that that's the name of it, given what we didn't realize when you first bought it.
I got it simply because of all of these designs. Okay? I didn't even think of what I was actually paying for.
Aren't they so cute? Obviously, you see this front page and you're like, those are adorable.
Those are adorable. They
Give me
look
that.
just like Sam Sarah style.
Yes.
Okay, so then it comes in the mail with the other Prairie Moon chart.
Right. So
And
we're just looking it over.
slowly, by osmosis, it's dawning on us that...
I'm like, Pam, did you see this?
Yeah, that's what she said. Pam, did you see this? And I went,
Look at this.
What?
Look. That's the witch's broom.
All the way down.
All the way down.
So you stitch that, and then you place...
stick all these things on there. Okay, look at how frackin' cute that is.
I mean...
Adorable. So when we're looking at it, and I'm like, you must have to stitch like multiples, because there's so many of them on this big bell pull.
9 more.
Oh.
10?
10 more.
10 more.
How adorable is this chart? Like, sure, they're very similar. Like, look at this one versus that one. Of course, yeah, they're very similar, but...
What has he got?
A toy.
Okay.
But look at that cat. I mean, look at that little RIP. It's so cute. I mean, this is amazing. Do you know what you paid for this? Was that how much you paid for this?
Oh gosh, no. I don't know.
Okay. But amazing.
So I got all the Jabco buttons.
Yes,
that
which
go.
is a steal as
that
well.
That was all part of the price.
Yep.
Very reasonable.
So good.
But what I'm thinking now, as we're talking about it, I'm thinking, so would you stitch the little ornaments first or the big broom first? I think I would stitch all the ornaments first.
And then just have them laying around until you finish the broom.
And then just put them away, and then do the broom, and then attach all the little ornaments.
I would do the broom first.
Really? That's interesting.
I mean, because let me look at the stitch count. That's a lot of stitching. That's kind of monotonous and a little bit boring, if I'm being honest.
So get that out of the way.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So you said, the description said 20 count?
Yeah, so it was stitched on 20 count linen over 2. So it's like a jumbo situation.
Because it's going to be
for the broom.
So it could go like, I'm pointing across our room here.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
It could go on 100%. That side of the fireplace.
Absolutely.
All the way down. Would that not be the most adorable thing?
That would be very, very cute. So the broom is 38 wide by 481 tall. Mm-hmm. So it's not,
It'd be cute as heck.
Oh, it would be very cute.
Which is broom.
So that's the broom. And then, she put the staple.
Well, we can fix that later.
I wanted to see what they said about the fabric for the...
She wanted to be very careful about putting the buttons with it, and she stapled it over 2 pages.
Yeah, so we can look at it later.
But we can look at it. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it.
No. But let's see. Hold on.
We need to get our staple remover.
Okay, the ornaments.
Okay.
Were stitched on 30 count.
Okay.
Our version stitched on. They're all Week Star Works linens.
Love it.
So, of 1 fat quarter each of those 3 colors yields 16 ornaments with sufficient linen on edges to accommodate hoop or Q-snap.
I'm ready.
And she gives you a full list of all the threads, where to get the bell pull.
What year is this design, does it say?
This design.
Might be on the back. Or it might be.
That's cute. The witch's broom can be hung completely decorated or used as a countdown to Halloween by placing an ornament on the broom each day.
2009. From Patty, 2009.
So she says the broom is easy and surprisingly quick to stitch over 2 on 20 count mocha linen.
I'm ready.
And you use watercolors from Karen Collection.
I'm excited.
So then each ornament is stitched over 2 on various colors of 30 count linen with using 2 strands of overdyed cottons.
I might use an alternative to Karen.
Well, no, because the watercolors are like, they're almost like pearl cotton.
Okay.
So you're going to want to do it.
Oops. Something fell down there.
Well, it was just the plastic covering to the buttons.
Okay.
But flapping it around.
Which we don't need now.
No, you don't.
Here. It's been received safely. So.
Yes. So, anyway, that'll be a really fun project for you, Pam.
I think so.
But, yeah, you need to use the watercolors because it's like a pearl cotton almost kind of vibe.
And the seller on Facebook that sent it to me also sent this Blackberry Lane Trick or Treat Happy Halloween scissor fob, which is adorable, and I didn't pay for that at all. So that's super cute.
Yeah, that is really, really cute.
To put on your scissors.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, and then I found this on probably Instagram. Yeah, I think it was Instagram. From Calico Confectionery. I already have a couple of their PDFs.
Confectionery.
Confectionery.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it?
What did you say?
Confectionery.
Say it again?
Confectionery.
Well, you're speeding over that I.
Confectionery.
Can you tell we're both English majors?
Right.
Anyway, and so I thought, I'm going to get that. What I was trying to say when she was interrupting me was that I was trying to get away from PDFs only in the sense that I forget what I have in PDF.
Right.
We've gone over this a million times.
Yeah.
So, but she had listings for the paper copies. So I ordered directly from Marcy, and I got We the People.
Mm-hmm.
And another one just to make the shipping make sense.
Worthwhile.
It was one I'd already favorited in her Etsy, which is called Patriot House.
So this was off of her website, not off of Etsy.
Was it?
Well, it says visit my website at, so I don't know if she has an Etsy.
I think I got them off of Etsy.
Okay, well, whatever. I mean, I'll find a link.
Because that's how I knew this was favorited as
one
of my Etsy favorites.
Yeah, okay.
So I think, yeah. I mean,
whatever.
Whatever.
I'll link it below.
So those two from Calico Confectionery.
Yep.
Just behave, buddy boy.
He's just walking. Just everyone calm down.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
And then lastly, we sort of have a daily routine in the morning.
We do.
And it involves avocado toast for breakfast.
Every single morning.
And so when I discovered that Carolyn Manning had done one of her... Hold on, folks. Oh, man.
He's fine.
No, he's not. He's.
Oh,
I mean, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
But he's really,
very curious.
Very curious. So anyway.
Okay, so we have avocado toast every morning.
Carolyn Manning, Shooting Star Collection. She did an avocado toast. So I showed Stephanie. She says, "Yeah, we need that. Isn't that pretty?
That."
And I've never seen anybody stitch it.
Nope. I think it's pretty new, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, but you bought it from Mad for Minders.
I did.
Yes.
I did. And I ordered a couple of needle minders from her
I was going to look for here.
At the same time that are going to be
this is going to be fun.
accompanying swaps and stuff. So,
yes. Okay.
That's why I don't have those readily at hand.
2024.
Oh, it's brand new.
Yes.
Avocado toast.
Yes.
I love green. Who else was talking about how they love green? I think it might have been...
probably a leprechaun.
No, I think it was Amber at Rogue Mama.
Oh.
Talking about how much she likes green.
And,
anyway, so...
And I just ordered for myself a new one from Carolyn Manning too.
Oh, yeah. What one?
About polar bears. Oh. So it looks like she's come...
This is what he does. He like runs around like a maniac.
Yeah.
And then he like collapses.
He's like, I'm spent,
full
everybody.
length on this chair.
It hangs off both ends.
And it's like he's about ready to expire.
Yeah. Not for Minders. And then his head's upside down. What are you doing, buddy? And
I'm just resting. I'm trying to catch my breath.
He's got his arm up on one of the rungs of the chair. Freaking weirdo cat.
Anyway, so
that was avocado toast. So that was Pam's haul.
That's right.
Okay, where did my haul go? Oh, on the floor, of course. Thanks, Mac. Okay. So I just have a little bit of haul from Stephanie at Lindy Stitches. So first I'll show you the... Well, there's two topics I want to touch base on. So I love her airmail series with her birds and all the things. And so I order them direct from Stephanie Webb at Lindy Stitches. And then I also get the little bundle of overdyed threads used in the pattern. So this is October Japanese... Is it Bantam? 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 I don't know.
Bantam, like a bantam rooster. There you go.
Look at him. I mean, have you ever seen a more regal rooster? I think not. Okay, I think not. Thank you so much. So, I got that. And then, of course, I got all of the... Oh, you little weasel. And he's down.
And he's down. Okay.
And this is turned. Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
We're fine.
Yes.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
I mean, no one's going to be going to the hospital, that's for sure. Unless they want to. Yep, that's right. Just sit right there, buddy.
Right there, bud.
Okay, and then I got all of the hand-dyed Weeks dye works threads that go with it. So that is very exciting.
Oh, that's going to be really pretty.
Yes, it is. So, then I noticed in her shop that she was selling pony needles. Now, I feel like I've been seeing people talking about them and blah, 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 blah. And then Susan, my coworker at Keepsakes, which is the local needlework shop here in Cincinnati, was talking about pony needles. And I had looked into them prior, and to order them directly from the manufacturer, I was kind of hitting roadblocks, blah, 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 blah. Susan was able to find a distributor that was here in the States that was not crazy. So Keepstakes is going to start carrying pony needles, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be able to speak about them knowledgeably, which is not a word, but
yes, it is.
Knowledgeably?
It's good enough.
Okay. Everyone knows what it means, right? I wanted to speak
about confectionery.
I wanted to speak about them from a place of actual experience. So, so I bought a package of size 28 black pony needles, and I got them from Stephanie Webb, obviously. And so they came in my package like this. They come in a pack of 5. I've owned, like, one is in my other project. So, so far, I love them. Oh, Pam.
I was trying to keep him from...
Yep, well, you did that.
Well, he fell.
Now he's mad.
I don't think he's mad.
No, he's not mad. He'll be back in 5 minutes. So, I used to be, like, so before, let me preface that my needle of choice, the needle that I use 99.9% of the time, are Pat's favorite needles, size 28. Those needles are not made anymore, okay? Do I have a stockpile of them? Of course I do, okay? I love them. But they're not made anymore. I do plan on stitching until I can no longer stitch, and I want to be able to have a needle that is available. Before I found Pat's favorite needles, I stitched with John James Tapestry Petite needles. Those are harder to come by and harder to come by as well. So a Pat's favorite needle is longer than a Tapestry Petite needle, but shorter than a Tapestry needle. So if you are someone who likes petite needles, these are great. They are a great substitution for any Tapestry Petite needle that you have ever used.
There you go.
And these are not specified as petites. So they are pony black, non-nickel plated, which is great because I do have a nickel allergy. Tapestry, and they say create beauty with pony, long eye and blunt point for cross stitch and needle point. And yeah, I mean, they're great. So I will say that I don't agree with the phrase long eye. I honestly feel like the eye is short.
You don't use a threader, though, do you?
No.
So I'm going to have to try them and see
Yeah,
if my...
that's why I wanted you to try them before the video, but that's all right.
I didn't get around to it.
It's right. It's right. So, but they have other colors like white and blue and green or whatever, and I don't know the difference between that or whatever, but I wanted to at least try them and talk about them. And if you want to try them, obviously Lindy Stitches sells them, and Keepstakes is going to start carrying them too. So it's a great needle if you're looking for.
Does it designate a particular size?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look and see when we get our stock in.
If you know, let us know.
Yeah. I think that at some point they did. I don't know if they still do. I don't know. I'm not educated on that part. Yeah. But,
okay.
So.
Cool.
If you want to check them out. Highly recommend.
Right.
So, that's great. Thank you.
Very good.
So, that is all of the haul for this week. Add to cart. Excellent.
All right. That pretty much does it for us.
Yep.
For this week.
Oh.
Okay. We always end with thanking those of you who have used the links in our description box to give us maybe a little donation towards framing, finishing, and postage expenses. And this week we want to thank our friends Jana. Thank you, Jana.
And Carol.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you so much.
And if that is something you are inclined to do, those links, as I said, are in the description box below. So, plans.
Yes.
Back working on Anna Green Gables tomorrow for me. You're going to be finishing up marketplace work at the shop.
Yep.
And what's going on? We got our new WIPGO numbers today for September.
Yep.
One of mine is one I'm very excited about. The second one, I'm not sure how I feel. That may be a restart or a rethink. But one of them is Let Freedom Ring. So I had that out for the Stitch the Summer Olympics prompt, and it kind of wet my whistle a little bit. So I'm excited to get that back out on the 1st.
Yes.
I'll be spinning my Sal wheel again tomorrow.
Woo.
And
it's all very exciting.
My app does not allow me to eliminate ones that have already been hit.
I need to figure that out for you because
unless you look at it and figure it out.
Yeah.
So if I spin and I get one I've already spun, I just spin again. That's the deal.
Got it.
And that's about it. How about you?
I just have a bunch of work really, but and marketplace is finishing up, which means orders will start coming in and all the things. But it's not cross-stitch related. This is baseball related. So if you are someone who is a baseball fan in general
and like baseball history,
yes, then history is going to be made on Monday. So before the trade deadline, which is at the end of July, the Red Sox, which is our team, played the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, that game was at Fenway, and which is the ballpark in Boston, which unfortunately got rained out or rain delayed or whatever. So they ended up having to reschedule that game,
right?
Which was beginning of July, I think. I'm not 100% sure as to what the date was. Anyway, so there was already a plan in place for the Blue Jays to play the Red Sox later in the season, so they just said, it's fine. We'll just fast forward that game. They'll pick it up. It was the second inning, so you can call a game after 6. So it was only 2, so they had to just move the game to the next time the two teams met. Okay.
So they're going to replay that game tomorrow
starting
night
at 2
as part of a doubleheader.
Right. Well, that's at 2 o'clock. It's the makeup of that game is at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So that is the game.
Yes.
Where
a
Red Sox player, Danny Jansen, who is a catcher for the Red Sox, at the time that we originally played the Blue Jays, back in July or whatever,
he was a Blue Jay.
He was a Blue Jay.
And so now he is going to stand in baseball history
as the
someone
first player
who played a baseball game for 2 different teams.
The same game.
The same game.
For 2 different teams. So the first time the game was played, he was a Blue Jay. The second time the game is going to be played, he's going to be a Red Sox. And that's the first time that has ever happened in the history of baseball.
And you'd recognize him if you want to try to find the game.
Yeah.
He's got kind of goggly-like glasses on. He's kind of hard to miss. But he's going to make baseball history. That's that one there. That was him as a Blue Jay.
Nope. That's a Red Sox uniform.
Oh, I didn't see which one you clicked. Yeah, so they're really,
Yeah, but he's a catcher, right? So.
Yeah.
I just think that's so cool.
So, anyway, yeah.
Very, very cool. Baseball
cool.
history moment.
We love it.
I'm excited for that. So, I just hope that both games are going to be available on MLB TV.
Oh.
Because I'm obviously not going to be home at 2 o'clock.
No.
Oh, and neither are you. Because you're with Tony.
Yeah. So, we'll have to see what they decide, But, our feed comes on MLB.TV.
Well, you can watch it on your phone.
I could. We'll talk about it. Our feed is from Nessun, and so it all depends on how they package it up.
Sure. I've never tried to watch 2 games from Nessun in the same day on MLB TV, so we'll see what happens.
I know, it's exciting.
Anyway, thought it would be fun to share. So
other
than that, nothing's
we're
happening.
also on the dark side. We're also finishing up the miniseries on Netflix about Pete Rose.
It's not Netflix, it's Max.
Max, sorry, and
what a story!
When he got hauled into federal court, I worked in that building.
Yes,
and so the shots in the episode from last night were like him being escorted into my courthouse. And I was telling Steph, I said, I remember that day like it was yesterday.
Crazy.
I mean, we just got permission from our boss can we go up to Judge Spiegel's courtroom because we got to see this? And I'm just one of these people that I don't have a very high opinion of him. Mm-hmm. But I live in Cincinnati where there's still a street name for the guy.
Yep.
So it's been interesting. It's been interesting to watch that series because we had our ball game, our Red Sox game on last evening, and when it finished up, I said, let's go back to Pete Rose. And
I think we have one episode left.
Yeah, I think it's only a 4-parter.
Yeah.
It's quintessentially Cincinnati.
Oh, absolutely.
In so many aspects.
Mm-hmm. It's very well done.
I've lived here now longer than I've lived anywhere else in my life, including my childhood home. And I can tell you, as someone who was there in '89, that, that's the way Cincinnati was.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, anyway.
It's really good watch if you're into baseball or whatever.
For anybody that cares.
Yeah.
All right.
But that is all we have.
So we'll be back next week with more fun and lots of changes because of the turn of the month.
Oh,
and
hold
we're
on to your hats,
officially into September and all that brings.
Yes.
So, but it's still a hot day here. So,
sure is.
Had to get the weather report in.
Obviously.
Happy stitching, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Yes.
In the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye.